All right.
What is up, folks? Corporal Hot Pockets, CancelAnime are here. We're
What is good?
we're having I'm having a blind reaction to the Halo Season 1 series trailer, and yeah, I don't know what to expect. I literally just woke up and heard that it came out. There we go. Get that beautiful 4K, not 4K. Unfortunately, it's not available in 4K, but 1080p should work. Alrighty, let's check this show out. Okay. That looks like an
Insurrectionist with AKs.
That's plausible. Okay.
Humanity's best weapon.
Oh, yeah.
Master Chief, huh?
The Master Chief was enhanced and trained for one purpose.
That's Halsey speaking.
To win this war. He and the other
with
Spartans
a British accent
are our only effective weapons against the Covenant. He's lethal.
This actually looks pretty good for the most part.
And most importantly...
Okay, there's at least with a little...
controllable.
Oh.
Covenant forces appear to be excavating.
He looks good in that shot. Covenant CGI not
I touched the object. I felt something.
Is that Chief's voice? I'm not so crazy about that.
Different.
Oh?
What they did to us makes you numb.
And you just decided to help me. Why would a Spartan
do that? That's young Chief right there.
What does one do with a superhuman you're not sure you can trust?
Okay.
Hello,
that
Mr.
UNSC
Chief.
uniform looks nice.
I'm Cortana.
Cortana looks awful.
She kinda does, yeah.
Master Chief recovered something.
Sacred ring. Halo.
That's Miranda Keys. Oh, that shot looks nice with that ship.
Humans. Surrender to the Covenant.
What the hell is that?
Cortana, I'm gonna need you now.
That's Flood. Why are you using In the Air Tonight in a Halo trailer? Okay? Look. That's one of my favorite songs. No disrespect to Phil Collins. But it does not fit a goddamn Halo trailer, okay?
Okay, that looked pretty...
What the actual...
That looked interesting. That looked pretty interesting. Let's just take a look. Let's have a breakdown scene by scene now. So I was like
No. Let's play it in slow-mo.
Alright, I think that might just be crappy, but okay.
Alright, so we see what looks like AKs being used by what looks like insurrectionists.
Honestly, I am not surprised by that. Afghani still...
The AK still exists in 500 years. Yeah. I think that's a bit of a stretch.
I don't. Cancel. An AK... AKs built in... The original AKs would probably survive 500 years. Afghani still use British bolt-action rifles and muzzle loaders. So, and... I mean, whenever they would improve, whenever they'd find a better rifle, they'd of course upgrade. But at this point, comparing the AK to the MA5, there's not that big of an upgrade. And mind you, that AK that could be built locally. So to me, I don't think it's that big of a stretch. So this looks like some sort of insurrectionist colony, kind of run down based off the clothes. So the fact that they're having probably locally sourced, locally made. Yeah. Okay, Chief showed up.
Humanity.
I don't like Chief's armor there. Although I like the back shot. It looks more worn down.
Okay, look at that minigun. That looks pretty cool. Okay, that looks like a pretty cool shot of the town, of the small settlement, desert settlement. So from what we can tell, this is some sort of the blue fire, that looks like some sort of plasma explosion. I have no idea what time period this is.
I don't like it.
Okay. Oh, and that looks like the base of a space elevator. So
yeah, that does.
And that looks like a truck right over here. I hope you guys can see my cursor.
I think that's the insurrectionist holdout there that we saw seen before.
So I'm not sure what this is. If this is pre-war, then this is just a camp of insurrectionists on the middle of nowhere somewhere that are planning their raids or just chilling. If this is post-war, which the blue plasma flame explosion would indicate, then it could have some interesting things going on. Because one thing I really like about the post-war era, all of the structures basically got removed, at least on the Covenant side. So you have all the different Covenant factions fighting with each other, trading with each other, fighting with the humans, trading with the humans. You got on planets, you have humans and a whole slew of former Covenant factions working together, living together. And a lot of times, and this is something that a lot of the Halo books do really well, is they talk about, you got these insurrectionists who still hate our guts now. They were fighting alongside us with the Covenant, but now they hate our guts again. Except now they got access to a whole bunch of Covenant weaponry. And one such plot line dealt with a guy who acquired a Covenant CCS class battle cruiser, a ship that it's got the capabilities to glass.
Do some funny things.
Do some funny things, yeah. And he wanted to, to oversimplify, he wanted to use it as leverage, glass the city if need be to get some answers. And that's all I'll say about that. Either way, so this looks pretty interesting right here. And yeah, from you can tell, at least it seems to be like a desert area. So these folks are probably not living super well, and that's probably the way
outer colonies.
Yeah, probably the way outer colonies.
All right, let's keep moving. We're
Master Chief, huh?
okay. Based off the way she looks, I think that's a unique way she dressed. I assume it's a she. Cancel, is it a she?
I don't know. You can never be too sure these days, man.
Too sure. Exactly. Everything can be fake.
I mean, technically, or at least according to what everyone tells me, we don't even know what a she means. So
let's not get into that. Either way, interesting way she dresses, and honestly, yeah, probably outer colony bandit or insurrectionist holdout. Anything goes in the way she dresses. Probably a lot of the stuff might be locally. A lot of the clothing and textiles might be locally made.
I want to see Chief killing humans here. I want to see him killing insurrectionists. You know,
one thing I like about Halo is that you got the mixture of modern, of like not just modern, but like futuristic technology. Like you go to Earth or Reach, Halsey's lab, Oni offices, super advanced stuff. But in the outer colonies, it can be anything. Like in a major city.
Well, I'd imagine most of the outer colonies of like a kind of given, they still have the advanced technology, but it looks in a more like, I don't know, dystopian way, and obviously less.
Or at least
less.
Well, think about it. At least when we compare it to Earth, it would actually be kind of similar to Earth. In Earth, we have Silicon Valley that's like super advanced and stuff, and New York City super advanced, and this technology is available around the world. But because of the technological gap and the money gap, your average Indian peasant is probably and that's, I feel like that.
However, I do have an objection to that. However, I do think in this show, the outer colony should adopt a kind of Blade Runner style of not like mega cities like how we have in the inner colonies, but more like, I don't know, still remote areas, but still have that, I don't know, dystopian Blade Runner vibe to it.
Okay,
I think that.
So from what we see from the lore, most outer colonies tend to have a population of a few million. Capital cities probably a good chunk of that, although not alone. If much of the industry of the planet is
basically
farming and mining, then there's going to be a lot of people spread out.
Okay, yeah. But like in the basically what I'm saying is, you know what the typical dystopian sci-fi city looks like. You know, like bright lights, LEDs, that stuff.
I don't know if they'll be like that. I feel like in the city for an outer colony, that's where a lot of the more processing type early processing industries might happen. So that's where you'd have some of the ore processing, some of the grain refinement or whatever. So
no. I'm not. That doesn't mean that they're super wealthy or anything.
Oh no, you're right. It doesn't.
Think of more like what I'm talking about is the lower levels of Coruscant we see in Clone Wars.
I don't think like it should be that run. Maybe it might be. Also,
I don't know.
Also, when you're thinking that in the pre-Human Covenant war, you have 600 outer colonies, which means that it's like all of them are making food and raw materials. So they probably have to sell them. They have to probably sell them fairly cheaply. So they don't have a lot of money. Meanwhile, the inner colonies.
No, I disagree. I agree, but I'm just saying that would be the tech. That would be how the technology.
That's true. So that's what I'm saying. Either way, so she looks pretty interesting. Chief, hold on.
Master Chief, huh?
That's a pretty good shot of Chief. What do you think of the way he looks? I think he looks all right. Maybe if the
he looks good.
If the visor was a little bit brighter, But overall, yeah, Halo 3 aesthetic looks pretty good. Paramount Plus original.
The Master Chief was enhanced and trained.
Oh boy, huh? That looks like a good shot. That looks like a good representation. Maybe a little bit more scarring because he's supposed to have stuff all across, all in between each vertebrae.
For one purpose.
Look how tall he's next to that Marine. Yeah, I feel like he should be a little taller.
I'm not a fan of how that Marine looks.
Yeah,
that
helmet.
At all.
That helmet is not.
That might
good.
be the worst Marine I've ever seen, bro.
I wouldn't say that.
Once again, no. What's the worst Marine? Halo 4?
Halo 4.
Sure. All right, fair enough. But look, they're not adapting the Halo 2, Halo Wars 2, Halo Wars Marine aesthetic. Hell no.
I know. It's sad.
You gotta adapt it.
Also, so does he look too tall compared to Chief? If Chief's supposed to be 7'2",
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, he might be a very tall Marine.
Or wait, if this is okay. Chief was shorter in the early part of his career, right after his augmentations. So like when he was 14, 15, he was only around.
But this would still be a very tall Marine.
If Chief is 6'10", 6'10" in
That's
armor.
That's a tall Marine. That's like 6'4".
If Chief is 6'10",
6'5", yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
All right, let's keep going.
To win this war.
Oh wait, let's see what do we think of Catherine? Okay, so she does.
Not a fan.
She doesn't look like young hot too much.
The elephant in the room is that she has a British accent.
She does, and I don't know how to feel about that.
I hate it.
Well, Cancel. From what we can tell, she seems to have a more antagonistic role. So,
Halsey has always been portrayed like the same, with the same type of accent.
And she's got blonde hair instead of brown. That's kind of a problem. Either way, though, we'll try to suspend our disbelief and try to look at this Halsey the way she is. And honestly, as an elderly scientist lady with questionable morals, if we're completely forgetting about previous Halsey, I think she might do the job. Although, okay, we'll just keep watching.
He and the other Spartans.
What the hell? Why is that hair dyed? And why
is that? What's the number? What's the number?
Oh, 125. Look that up. I have
all right, I'll look that up. Stand by. Do not play the video. I am looking it up.
Why does she look like she's got no scarring on her? Her face is just too.
Bro.
The age is ambiguous from here. She could be late teens, early 20s. So, both the Spartans, she could be. The fact that she's got no scarring tells me that she's probably earlier on. Why the hell is her hair dyed? That's what I don't get. She looks a little too small, in my opinion, to be a Spartan, but whatever.
Hey, yo, wait. This is a person.
Who's that?
Hi 125.
Who?
Is this Halopedia or is this the fan and shit?
I have no idea. Let's look at.
Let me send you the link.
Hold on, let me take a look at the others. You got Asian Spartan. We have. Crap. Ooh, it's
check DMs.
Mr. T after he shaved. I'm streaming this. Look up 134. Who the hell is 134? Are these completely original, completely new Spartans? What the hell is this thing around his chest?
No, apparently not.
Okay, that looks pretty good. 134. So these are completely new Spartans.
Fnac 134.
Oh, so these. Well, considering that they're kind of neither of us have heard about them, then that means they're probably,
irrelevant.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
are those ODSTs?
No, those are the other two Spartans, and they are so much shorter than the guy in the center that that's not gonna fly.
All right, let's keep going.
Either way, they look pretty good though.
Effective weapons again.
Why does that Pelican look so small?
Hey, did Xperia just reply to my comment?
I don't know. Why does that Pelican look so small? Oh, what is this? What is this? This looks like the inside of some Oni base.
Oh no, he didn't.
That? What do you think about that?
I do not like the energy sword look. That looks.
No, I mean, what about the elite? What about the elite?
Not a fan.
I think he looks all right.
No, I don't think it's a lack of good design. I think it's just shit CGI.
Lethal, upgradable, and most important.
Why do the elites have such big back of the head armor? Like before, their heads were heads, not turtles.
Importantly, controllable.
Covenant forces appear to be.
That chief voice. No, they should have done better. They should have done Steve Downs.
Just get Steve Downs to voice him. Obviously, he doesn't play him live action, but he just voices
When I
him.
touched
Right.
the object, I felt.
Huh? What the hell is this?
That voice is that Chief's voice?
That is Chief's voice.
Something.
I'm fairly
Oh.
certain, and it's not.
Not a fan.
Different.
It feels different. Okay.
Your voice feels different.
Yeah, it does. This definitely looks like the inside of
Hey, that looks like the rubble from
It's either the rubble or it's the it's that place that they where they got Colonel Watts from in Fall of Reach.
Oh
That-
yeah.
Either way, yeah. Now the question is
CGI there looks pretty nice.
It does. This actually
They
does.
did to us. Makes you numb.
Who is that?
Keys.
Is that might have been?
Remember they made Keys black.
And you just
they really?
decided to help me. Why would a
Yeah. Well.
Spartan do that?
That tells you a little bit about the perception that the Outer Colony folks have of the Spartans. They started hearing about the Spartans from before the Covenant, and even in the early phases of the Covenant, they were hearing more about the Spartans taking out their buddies than they were about saving them from the Covenant. So, yeah, the Outer Colony perception of Spartans is not very good. So, oh, this looks
VR.
this looks like a good. That Pelican design. Pelican looks like a slight. It looks like a cross between the regular version and the Halo 4 version.
Yeah.
With a slightly.
It looks. I'm not.
Engine pods look a little too prominent.
Yeah. Keep going.
What does one do with a superhuman? You're not sure you.
Is that Hood? No, wait. What does that?
No, I think that's not Hood.
Either Hood or some Oni Admiral.
I bet that's.
But I really
like the uniform. I like the uniform.
Can trust.
And there's British Halsey again.
Hello, Master Chief. I'm Cortana.
Yeah, she doesn't look that good. I'm glad that they got Jen Taylor this March. Oh, that looks pretty good. Oh, the Jackal's got the energy gauntlet.
I am not a fan of the Covenant CGI. It looks so fake.
Master Chief
Zoom in. What the hell is that?
recovered something.
Sacred ring.
That's Miranda
Halo.
Keys. Yes.
Dear God. Oh, it's a UNSC. What's it called?
Look at that. What ship is that? What ship is that?
That's the SCV Corvette, and the UNSC ship is the what was it called?
It looks like that is really close.
Yeah, it is very
That's
close.
like barely.
That's UNSC Corvette. Yeah, that's super close. You don't want to be that close.
It looks like it's slowing down.
What the hell is that?
Humans. Surrender to the Covenant.
What the hell is that? Is that?
That's the bitch we saw. That's the Flood. That's the Flood.
Are you sure? That looks pretty.
What else in Halo looks like that?
The Flood does not look like that. That looks like some. That looks like some Prometheus type shit. Now, who the hell is
the
she?
Flood? No, that's the Flood.
Cortana.
Okay, Chief. Oh, what the hell? Where's
I'm
Blue
not
Team?
a fan of the.
Wait a minute. What the hell's
That's Blue Team. That's
not-
Blue Team.
125. Well, that's what the hell's Kelly, Linda, and Fred?
I need you now.
Oh, never mind. That's not Blue Team. That's not Blue Team.
All right, let's see.
Bro, what if they? No. I have a terrible thought. What if they replaced Kelly, Linda, and Fred, and with
Yeah,
these
that'd be
guys?
good.
Win the war.
That'd be good. All right, so
Why are we using this song for a Halo trailer? That is so out of place.
So,
and that's coming from someone who
okay,
considers that one of my
back to
favorite
this.
songs.
Well, okay, I'm not sure how to feel about this. It seems to do some things interesting, but other things it seems to not do good. All right, so
I'm not looking.
Okay. So the good thing, the good things. I like the tone that they're approaching, showing humanizing the outer colonists, and talking about the morality of the Spartans, particularly in viewing them as people and how what can you do with the weapon you can't control, that kind of stuff. That I like, and you see this kind of Halsey being a lot more cold and calculating, or being in that stage of her life, whereas many of the books and stuff instead show her later stage bleeding heart version where she literally kidnaps a whole bunch of Spartans because she doesn't want them to fight the end of the war or whatever.
Okay, we all know what happens. So,
Well, okay. We don't know what happens. This is an alternate.
No, I was talking about the Halsey you're talking
Right.
about.
Either way, so I feel like that could be interesting. The fact that it's an alternate universe means that we don't know what's going to happen. So some cool stuff could happen.
That means they could do a lot of good stuff, and they could do a lot of bad stuff.
So
and if they do a lot of bad stuff, hey, it's not canon. So
yeah. So that's good. Ideally, it would have the base Halo universe that we are familiar with as the jumping off point, but from there they would add some new stuff. That, I mean, not violating the canon. It's like new stuff that is still part of Halo, just diverting in a different direction, and that's really what I'm excited to see. Now the cons. A lot of the CGI looks a lot of the visuals just look bizarre.
They look sus for
Halsey, why is Halsey blonde and British? Whatever. Maybe they were just so wowed by the performance of the actress that they like her so much they wanted to do that.
I don't know. She doesn't look good.
Miranda and Keys are both black. That's just okay. Cortana doesn't look too great. Chief's voice.
The worst part is the actor they got to play Keys would have been a perfect Sergeant Johnson.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's like why you could have given us Johnson.
Yeah. Cortana doesn't look that great. Chief's voice is awful. Like, okay, maybe not awful, but just it's not Steve Nash.
It's not it. Just not there.
Yeah, and the other Spartans, we don't know who the hell they are, but
my problem was especially with the female Spartan they showed, the 125, I think.
Mm-hmm.
She did not look like her face looked just like it had. She looked like the most unmilitary. I don't know.
She looked just like some girl, some high school girl.
She looked like some fucking emo I'd see at my school. Like,
dyed hair and everything. Yeah. Either way, so I am cautiously excited. I hope that they're not doing this just because everyone else has been making live action shows. Like, Marvel's been doing it. Star Trek did it. Star Wars did it. I hope that that's not what this is, and that this was actually an authentic, organic thing that, they said, we can do this now. We think it'll be good. We think, it can achieve this. I hope so. Now, question is this going to be like a long-term running show? I highly doubt that. From what I hear, even if it's going to be successful, it's got its set run of 1 season, 6 episodes, I believe. And it's going to do that.
If it's good, I could see a season 2, but
mind you, when you say season 2, that's going to be probably another 6 to 10 episodes. Shows are just so short nowadays compared to what I'm watching Stargate right now, the original Stargate. Dear God, 10 seasons, 20-something episodes each, 40 minutes long. That is so much content. And that didn't have a massive a massive video game like Halo at its base. That was just at a movie. And had the show that's infinitely better than the movie, and it just keeps going. And it's like, bro, it's amazing. And yeah, and then the show ends, and it literally starts another show. That's another 4 seasons. That one ends, and it starts another show. So yeah, it's like, bro, why the hell is there so little content now? I mean, I get with this, it's a big risk. Now, Moneysoft they got the wealth, but they also don't want to just throw away money on a vanity project. They got the wealth because of careful investments. Cough, $70 billion on Activision Blizzard King. Either way, yeah, cautiously excited. I'm gonna watch it. Maybe we're gonna get some good stuff out of it. Yeah, hopefully this is gonna be good.